We are well aware that borrowings are a short-term strategy and that new non-energy revenue streams are needed. Currently, we have proposals for projects in manufacturing, in agriculture, business process, outsourcing, IT, and financial services. Of course, these are just a few that we have proposals before us for consideration of the Cabinet. They're also looking at state enterprises and their management. We cannot continue with the wastage at some state enterprises. Their future is in their hands, but their future is also in our hands. The taxpayers cannot keep bailing out loss-making state enterprises. So we plan to deal with that in the near term. We also plan to deal with the property tax issue and to sort out the issues with CLECO in the coming months. That CLECO report, we will lay it in Parliament. I think it was really, really intolerable that the government hid that CLECO report from the Parliament and therefore from the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That was one of the greatest economic meltdowns that we have had, and therefore we deserve to know why, what, when, where, how, and what recommendations there are to prevent such contagion from taking place in our economy. Ministers Tanku Sarath and Kama Maraj, they have been mandated also to bring a report on forex distribution and leakages over the past 10 years. So one is the distribution, but there's also the leakage. And this is a serious matter. Again, one of the cries we heard in the country was about the issue of forex. So we need to know where the forex went, to whom it went, why it went, and how it was deployed, how it was used. Those reports will come to us and we will share them with you. Then, this report, as I say, will be made public to identify the main users, the main facilitators of this unfair distribution, and explain to the public how this entire forex distribution cartel and conspiracy between certain operatives and businesses were functioning. I want you all to understand that everything will be all right with regard to our country's finances. I give you the assurance again, we will fix it. We will do everything humanely possible to fix it. Go about your lives confidently. I encourage everyone to work hard, save a little, spend time with your loved ones, try your best to make some happy memories. You have elected us to fix things, to ensure that you can be confident in a good future. My job is not to complain, and I'll tell you, there are quite a number of things I can complain about, but that is not our job. Our job is to fix it. Yes, there will be ups and downs. I assure you, your government will handle it. We have begun cutting ministers' housing perks, unnecessary and excessive government spending on advertising. I know you're all in the media and you need the advertising, but there should not be excessive government spending on advertising when there are people who cannot buy a meal. They cannot afford a bottle of baby milk for their children. That should not be happening. I have frozen all government hiring and issuing of government contracts just for a time until we get the new boards installed and we look at what has happened and what is the best way forward. Existing state boards and CEOs, do you know, they paid out hundreds of millions of dollars in the days between election day and election night and the day ministers were installed, and some are still continued so to do without a proper mandate from the people. They also engaged in sending out RFPs, in entering contracts, in creating new contracts without any guidance. Some of them are runaway, what you say, runaway horses. Runaway horses. We have to rein them in. We have to bring them in. Why? Not because we hate anybody or dislike, because we have to look after the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. So they are continuing to work as though there was no election. They continue to do things as though there's not a change in administration. And therefore they're applying the same old, and therefore can get nothing done for the benefit of the people. Because I said earlier, if you continue to do the same things over and over and over again, you will never change the result. You will get what? The same result. We have also been looking at our legislative agenda. In the coming weeks, that agenda, our Honourable Attorney General, Minister of Justice, will be laying out that agenda. We are already doing planning and projections for the next budget, which is the 2025-26 budget. That is happening. And we have already approved, as I told you before, the repeal of the TTRA. We have approved amendments to the Children's Life Fund Act and some other pieces of legislation that have already been approved. As soon as the Parliament proclamation is read on Friday, thereafter we'll have our sittings, and some of these will be laid in the House, some in the Senate.